What?
And he went backwards. He'll be
That's
down at
crazy.
They'll wind up losing 3.
That's so wild.
Third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
That's sick.
I want to see how this defense continues to play him.
That's 4.
Yeah, we know you know better.
Oh, I jumped early.
Take over.
I could have gotten him. I jumped early.
You do.
Yeah, I think you have
Here,
to
go. Ready?
LeBron
James.
At very
Oh.
because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Leopard! Gone! Detroit!
Wow, our team's nice.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Samson Ebukam with a big-time sack
Oh
on
no,
third
I'm gonna have to
down.
re-sign Kyler
It'll
Murray
be a
soon.
loss of 7.
Another day.
And the punt team on now.
Oh my gosh, that's not. Yeah, you bring it up.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about.
Oh, my controller died.
Absolutely love
Good out.
The ability to flow from his.
Crazy, huh? Yeah.
Check motion. Gone!
Oh my God!
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken
All
down
the
right
way.
around 34 after a pickup of.
Hey, you get that assist?
The linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones,
No, yeah, it should be
they
good.
have those big
Yeah.
guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Ouch.
They'll
Oh.
look to throw.
Yeah, I like that song a lot from
Ah, get up there.
Endgame. The when Star-Lord, they show Star-Lord.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the
Yeah,
Saints
well,
punter
I
now.
didn't think that's
Yeah.
perfect.
He's on to
I know, that's just a banger.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Huh?
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for
He
6.
does it.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on
Alright,
the last
I'm
go-around,
waiting
they really couldn't get anything
for
going.
WR
They
and
had
put
to punt from deep inside
there.
their own territory,
Fire.
which means
What?
you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
That's what it is, yeah.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of
No.
first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
I will though, because I look like them. They're cool.
You gotta be kidding
Some
me.
breathing room.
Like the character. Oh my God.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work
just
it
happened?
across midfield. 31 yards
Who
there
did?
and a first down.
That outside
quit?
handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line
It just
coach
kicked me
because
out.
they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the
Literally,
left
that's probably what it
side
was.
of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way.
How are you feeling
What?
today? You're good on here or what?
Oh, I gotta mute some
Give
He's
him
way
5
too
on the
loud.
carry there,
Oh.
and it'll be
Drink
second
some
down.
coffee.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting
Yeah,
way
Oh,
kick
too
this
Rudy.
wide
long
receiver
to
out
get
of
out here
USC.
and take off.
Simmons.
Looking to throw.
Sexton
I'm
Simmons.
really again, but yeah, kicked me out of that game.
Leave it
Out
for
of
Cohen,
SC.
complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And
So
Anthony
many times you hear
Ferguson.
today's
play each other.
NFL
Four
described as a space
out of
game.
fucking
Get your best players
UCLA.
into
That's a
space with the
beast.
football in their hands.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you just swing it out
What
to
do you
your
think
runner,
is better?
get him out in the flat. And
I
let
mean,
him
when you're
just
done with the gym
get
too,
this in
if
open
you don't
field.
ball.
Line of
If you
scrimmage
ball,
to
then-
the 31
No,
now
what?
on first and 10.
Or just let's just gym then. Just holler at me later if you want.
Now they try the right side here.
Yeah, because that's just gonna take a minute. Go ahead.
Oh,
Alright,
damn.
well,
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another
Later.
first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that goes down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
The Patriots
All
into
right,
the
then.
red zone for the first time.
I thought you were gonna
They come up
see to that.
first and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats have taken the early
Oh,
lead.
touchdown.
Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage,
Like that,
the
though?
biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
The dynasty
Everything looked
continues.
pretty good until the finish. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Ooh,
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps
Ooh,
getting
that was
opportunities.
huge.
But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Wrap up.
Still moving. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Buffalo.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this.
Oh, come on.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm not sure he falls under the category
Ooh.
of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll run it here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Did she wake up?
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's first and 10.
Fuck was that shit?
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in
goddamn
possession
feet.
to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
We got three down! Gun!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Get him out of here.
We've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Oh. And this was could have had Zeke too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Dislocated shoulder? That ain't good, man. That ain't good. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Damn,
And typically
6
those
years.
scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game.
And a loose football. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to
Oh
the
my
defense here.
goodness.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
They'll run with Mack. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Damn.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook,
Yo,
they
Nemesis.
come to life out on the field.
Yo, what's up, dude?
We just saw down that outside
Where's
handoff to the right.
That
Shaw?
right tackle, he gets excited for
Shaw.
that call, doesn't
Who the
he?
fuck
He
is that?
does, because he just wants to dominate his guy.
The wide
And say,
receiver.
listen, I was the point of
Oh,
attack.
he's fucking
I took care
third
of
string.
business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
He's
Yeah,
in
really
there,
nice
though.
gain there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the
What a
route and
catch.
catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't
Wow.
have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Out, out, out. 3 down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Check, check, check. Mike 56.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Oh my god, dude.
Leopard! Leopard! Two tights,
They'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They keep it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd
Pussy
and
ass
11.
nigga got caught with a break.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw.
I got a
And the
first
hit
round
jarred
draft
it
pick.
loose.
Almost
It's
just kicked this
incomplete.
game off.
Seems like this
Ooh,
defense,
that's
especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a
I
good
can
half
sneak
anybody
one
defensive
eye
basketball
open.
team.
I'm sneaking
Every
anybody,
time a pass
anybody?
is thrown, they're
And
right
what's
there
the
and
bet?
against the good defensive position.
First round
able
draft
to
pick never
affect the
tricks
play.
this game off.
He'll drop to
They
throw.
trick it off. He tricks it off and
And he
loses.
couldn't hang on to it
I
through the
bet.
contact.
Wait, what's the score?
Incomplete.
Anytime a
21
defense
losers.
is
Skunk.
set back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
But it's
Looked
Gator,
like
and
9-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An
he's about to
absolute
score
mess.
3.
Oh
That
no, Madden.
legendary
And Lutz puts this
21
one
to
through.
3.
And the drive
He's
will
about to
wind up
start coming
yielding
back.
3.
It was.
That's
I thought it was
something of a
3 to
victory out
28.
there. The offense certainly has
3 to
struggled, but
21.
they do get the field goal before half.
I'm
with
saying,
3 on
he's,
the board.
never
You
mind.
don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their
Hello.
problems.
Oh, was
either.
it 3 to 28?
This is taken about
You said
7
what?
yards deep. And now out come the Patriots. They are just putting things together so well here, drive
Smoking
after
on this
drive. They really
gas,
have
like
captured
it's
the momentum,
oxygen.
haven't they?
They've taken
Upon
and
this
pretty much
oxygen.
not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their
Come on, Nick.
opponent
Yes.
is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away
Hey.
from them too.
And
Hey.
now they're just looking to add to that total. 1:58 to go in this first half of play.
You didn't
We'll
eat
come
him?
back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Dorsett. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season,
My bad.
they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered,
For
and
what?
picked up the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't think so.
Now Mack.
We're not.
And he's got room.
Sorry.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go, baby. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Go away. Go away.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, what time is
And
it?
incomplete here on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's close.
Right up to
He
that
never
point,
told
I was
me.
about to
know
say
what
he's
he
had a
was
pretty
going
good
to
half
go.
catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
64
All right,
million
Coach,
capper.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fournette on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19!
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mack. Into the secondary again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Gun! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Four down. Now let's go! Green 39!
Now they try the right side here. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Set!
He'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Four down. You go tight. You got tight.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Milk was rotten.
This will be taken. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Green 39.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Blue 90. Check 31. Check 31.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Come on.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Yo trip is here, baby. Yo trip is here. Double tight. Hey,
Staying on the ground with Mack. And now running right through him. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty
Damn, I gotta
dominant
reach
throughout
on
this
Miles
game.
Jack
And
again.
privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the ownership that
That's
he tries to
not
negotiate
good.
a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Jack, Miles Jack, and Kyler Murray.
single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there.
Huh?
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing,
All right, now, lucky
just chucked it
56.
free.
Yeah,
Lucky
live to fight
56.
another down, right?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't.
All that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the Patriots coming out now. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Big hold of the 30.
Undercrush.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 75 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
4 down.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And maybe a measure of revenge play in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Last stop. Last stop.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. No. Check. Patriots.
He'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there,
Lean
partner.
in.
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
You hear me?
The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You're still in here, though.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
he'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
What's up, fellas?
Gun! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today. That's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it?
Sitting over here watching Avengers. Didn't realize the Boozler was trading gold mines away.
Turned into a nice play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you said you trading this whole team off and then going to bed.
I mean, this draft does suck, but still.
And they'll go ground game here with a
What do you think? Blah, blah,
tailback.
blah.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first
So,
down
Cut, how
was.
we supposed to get these players cut?
Created their own line of scrimmage. They
Um,
want every battle up
gonna
front.
make them.
A lot of times,
Yes,
Eddie,
they-
No, I said-
one-on-one,
I'm saying,
They're gonna pick
okay.
them up,
when you're one-on-ones
and then
and
they're gonna have
times,
4-year contracts.
defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people
I
to the
got you.
football and snuffed out the play.
So
I'll name
it's
them like
3 more points,
yours
and
will be
that
named
wins this
Double
thing
Deuce,
even
and you can name them
further
whatever you
into
want,
fourth.
but it's
And you know
started.
in this league, you can never have enough points.
I
This
got
widens
you.
it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out
Yeah,
here.
use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Dang, what did he give up for all them picks?
Just
Nothing?
under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20.
He gave up what? Uh-huh.
Field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And there'll be
George
time for
Carter?
one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Okay.
Leopard! Over!
Nice, dude. Nice.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's
That was
incomplete.
nice.
Still throwing to the very end.
Oh.
But now this game is over. And it's another Super Bowl title
Where's
for
my
the New
walk
England
going?
Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL.